What's going on, JLB Faction? My name is Joshua Williamson. It is Tier List Thursday, and for this, I'm doing something a bit different from my past tier list. Instead, first of all, I'm going to get Unhandled Exception off there. I'm going to be ranking Grand Theft Auto protagonists, okay? You guys know that I'm a really big Grand Theft Auto fan. I played almost all the games on this channel, so I figured, why not just rank all the protagonists? And starting off immediately, it keeps my computer's saying this isn't responding, but it is responding. But anyways, right off the bat, every single character up until Claude Speed from Grand Theft Auto 2 is going in don't know, because I haven't played the first two Grand Theft Auto games. Those are all the characters from the first two Grand Theft Auto games. I didn't play those, nor am I interested in them, so I'm gonna put all of them in don't know. Alright, just give me 1 second. Put you there, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Alright, now onto Claude Speed from Grand Theft Auto 2. People confuse him with Claude from Grand Theft Auto 3. But even though I did look up the stuff about Grand Theft Auto 2, even though I didn't play the game, and Claude Speed, the protagonist of that game, people don't remember that he's probably the most evil protagonist in the entire series. I'm going to put him at okay, simply because of that particular development. He is, just look up, everything he does in Grand Theft Auto 2, and you will see that he is the most evil protagonist in the entire series. Alright, but anyways, up next, Claude from Grand Theft Auto 3. Claude from Grand Theft Auto 3, a lot of people, don't care about him because, he's mute, okay? He doesn't talk at all. So, but people don't really pay attention that he actually does have personality despite the fact that he doesn't talk. Just pay attention to his body language and you'll see. And even I don't understand body language because, I'm autistic. But I notice Claude's body language a lot. I'm putting Claude at okay because, I wish that he could have talked. I do wish he could have talked, but he does still have development and a personality, outside of the fact that, he doesn't speak. Alright, Tommy Vercetti, I'm putting at amazing. Tommy Vercetti is an awesome character. CJ, I'm putting him at GOAT. He's my favorite one. It sounds kind of biased to me saying he's my favorite one, considering that, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is my favorite game in the series. But CJ is one of the top 3 reasons as to why that game is my favorite in the series. Alright, so he is my favorite one. Mike from Grand Theft Auto Advance, I'm putting him at crap because I thought that game was crap. Grand Theft Auto Advance, in my personal opinion, one of the worst video games ever created. Some people may disagree with me, but I think it absolutely sucks. Alright, Tony Cipriani, I'm putting at amazing. I just recently finished playing Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories on my channel, and I love Tony Cipriani. I think he's a very underrated character. And same thing with Victor Vance. Victor Vance is also an amazing character. I've played Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories outside of YouTube. I don't plan on playing it on YouTube because of copyright reasons. But Victor Vance is a great character. I think he's very well developed. Nico Bellic, I'm putting him at GOAT. I think Nico is amazing. I think he's the most well-developed character, the most well-developed protagonist in the entire series, personally. Alright, Johnny Klebitz, I'm gonna put him at okay. Like, I never really cared for him as much as other people do. Even in The Lost and Damned, I just didn't really care for him. I mean, he was a tough guy. I'll give him that. But, what happened to him in Grand Theft Auto 5 knocks him down a lot for me. He just became a shell of his former self in Grand Theft Auto 5 before Trevor killed him. Alright, Wang Li. Now, I don't really like Chinatown Wars. I never cared for that game. But, the story is fine, but the gameplay is, not so good to me. Wang Li, I actually think he's a pretty good character, so I'm going to put him at okay. I thought he was a pretty good character despite the game not being up to par with me. Alright, Luis Fernando Lopez, I'm putting him at amazing. I really like Luis. A lot of people underappreciate him, really. I know there's not some people that will fully agree with me. I think that Luis is, the least immoral of all the Grand Theft Auto protagonists. You know, all the protagonists are bad people, but as far as the least bad goes, I think Luis is. You know, because he actually does have. Well, you could argue that Victor Vance is too, because they both started off wanting to live legitimate lives. You know, so. Alright, anyways, up next, Frank. Hold on, give me 1 second, I'll edit this part out. Alright, I'm back. I had to urgently use the bathroom, so, you know, I had to leave the room for a second. Anyways, I edited the part out, you know, so you guys wouldn't have to sit through a bunch of boredom. Alright, but anyways, Franklin Clinton, I think he's a great character. You know, despite the fact that I think that Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most overrated game in the series, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the game, but people overrate it, you know, so... Anyways, Michael DeSanta, I think he's also a great character. I'm putting him at amazing. I do prefer Franklin a little bit more over Michael. But, you know, I like Michael just because, you know, I think he's out of the three, I think he is the best written, but I just think Franklin and upcoming right now, Trevor, are more entertaining. I'm putting Trevor at GOAT. You know, Trevor, his craziness literally makes the story of the game in Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, and up next is Lucia and the other protagonist. I don't know why they put these two, the protagonists in Grand Theft Auto 6 up here, because Grand Theft Auto 6 hasn't been released yet. I'm putting them at don't know, simply because, you know, the game hasn't been released yet. I am looking forward to the game being released, but, you know, and I also love the fact that we have a female protagonist in the Grand Theft Auto game. I've wanted that for a long time. But her and her boyfriend here, yeah, I forgot his name, but the game hasn't been released yet, so I have to put them in don't know. But I'm really looking forward to them. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to the fact that we have a female protagonist in a Grand Theft Auto game now. I think that's awesome. Alright. But anyways, that's been my Grand Theft Auto protagonist ranking, my tier list ranking. What you guys think of that? If you disagree with me, that's fine. But post some below them trees on this. If you like, see you thumb up, hey, see you thumb it down. Also, show me my backup channel in the description box. And be sure to subscribe and come here to the GLB faction on the journey to 10,000 subscribers. See you later.